Hello, it's Gloria here with part 2 of our Woodland journal. I had a couple videos done and I had to delete them because of issues with my technicality. And also, when I was trying to sew my journals, my sewing machine died, so there was a little bit of frustration there as well. So I finally got that fixed. And I just went to start this video and my drawer wouldn't open on my desk. So I finally got that done. So I want to show you the journals that I made, the journal covers for our Woodland journal. I'm going to use a few pages I've already mentioned from the Stamperia Forest scrapbooking paper, which is very beautiful. So I'm going to show you the first journal cover that I made. So this was the first one. I decided to go with a fabric cover. And I sewed around it, and then I would make like a journal topper to go on top. So like, let's say I'd take like the eagle, let's say, and cut it out and whatever. So this was my first one, the outside cover and my inside cover. And I did a lace pocket, and I like it, but not for this paper. So I thought, well, that's not going to work, but I'm going to keep the cover and I will make a journal out of this eventually. It is kind of cute. So then I thought, well, when I said I was going to make a Woodland journal, someone requested it. So I thought, well, I want to make one very nice. I know this person. So I decided I wanted to make one a little bigger so I can maximize not the 12 by 12, but 6 by 10. So I came across this fabric, and to me the color match is a lot nicer for this paper. So I sewed around it. This is the inside, and I have a nice big lace pocket. So once I sew in my signature, I'll make a nice journal topper and a closure, and I need to put on some lace. So we have quite a ways to go yet, but I got the cover done, so I feel good about that. And this one is done on an Amazon padded envelope, and this one was done with LCBO bag and a little bit of batten. So they all have a little bit different feel, but they're all just yummy. I like this one, I think, the best. So those are the two covers, but then I thought, well, I'm not going to use this one right now, so I wanted to make another cover to have available for somebody else. So I made one that is more of the typical 9 by 12 envelope. So I used you can kind of see it there, a yellow envelope. So this is the cover I made on that one. And I'm going to put lace around and everything and hide that paper. So I do like how this one turned out as well. So this is what I used to line the inside of this one, and then the outside of that one. And then on this one, I used this pretty brown material. So I'll show you the signatures next. I also wanted to mention that I remembered that this was Stampin' Up! Fabric I've had for like ever. Like, I've never used it. And I also want to mention too, I am not a sewer by any means. I'm not good at it. My lines might not be straight, so I apologize to any people who are really good sewers and they can see all my mistakes, but it holds it together, and it is a junk journal, so I am pleased with that. But I remembered I had paper that went with this, so I went on the hunt and I found it. But sadly, not sadly, but it's from my card making days. So I don't know if you remember the big, use your 12 by 12 paper, the big chop. Everyone was cutting up their 12 by 12. Well, I did, and I sort of regret it now, but I still have a lot of papers here that will go with these two journals that I can use in back and make like journal cards. Like, that's almost the exact same fabric as that. And I think that this is the paper version of that. So I'm quite pleased that I found that. I guess I'm really shopping my stash or crashing my stash. to use up stuff that I've had. And this is beautiful paper, and I do regret that I had cut it up, but it is what it is. And we will make the best of it, and we will create some ephemera using some of this paper. It is the Stampin' Up! Spice Cake. It is old. I don't even know what year, but I've had it for quite a while. So anyway, so we have that to work with. So let me show you the one journal that I have sort of organized a little bit with a signature. So it could change a little bit, but I really thought, well, and my journal is going to be like a little like different layers there, but it doesn't go past my cover. Oh, it's just sounds so cool. Anyway, and I'm going to be adding lace and stuff and embellishing it up, so it'll all look good in the end. One can hope. So this is from the Stamperia Forest Pad. I thought that was a beautiful inside, very subtle to go with this, and you know, we can make a coordinating tag or something to go in there. And then the inside of that is the leaves. And then I thought, have some vellum paper here. Oh no, sorry, this is not vellum. This is like a deli paper. I found a whole stack of it. Oh, did I just rip it? No. I found this piece of Stampin' Up! Paper. I don't even know from where, but I thought it went well. An old book page. I was going to make an envelope from the Edith Holden page, but then I decided I would just add it. Now, I haven't inked around any of these pages yet. This one too, Canadian Goose. It's crooked. I have to kind of even it up. Some coffee dyed. This is a little flip. There's a page on the back of it. We could attach a piece of ephemera on here, or we can cover it and make like a side tuck. So we'll kind of see how that happens. Piece of parchment paper here, some ledger paper, some wood grain, a little piece of newsprint, piece of cardstock. I thought added some nice stability. A coffee dyed, some music paper, the vintage one I had just bought, more coffee dyed, a doily, some cool construction paper that I thought looked kind of cool and foresty, and it can be written on as well. Some vintage printing paper that I just folded in. More book page here that I just took out of a book. A coloring book page, more printing, vintage paper. A beautiful magazine page that adds some nice color. And another coloring book page. And this one has little owls, and I thought this would be cute, like even in the journal you could color it. I was going to do it as the center of the signature, but no, I didn't. A piece of vellum, and then this is the other piece of the Stamperia paper. I wanted that for the center, and I do believe I will do, I'm not sure which one yet, but I'm going to use, I've been watching some mixed media people doing, I don't have a gel plate. I would love to do gel plate prints, but I don't have one yet. That's on my wish list, but I may use this little fox or maybe one of the other elements for the cover, and we'll be using a lot of the different pieces of paper in here to decorate the journal with, and also the die cuts we have. So that is what I have put together. It's quite a chunky little signature for a one signature book, but it's a soft cover and it wraps around, so I think that will work out really well. Excuse me one moment. I'm back. Sorry about that. So that is what I have for this one so far. We have to sew in the signature. I would like to ink up all the not all, but some of the edges of the paper, and then we can kind of go through and we're going to make some ephemera then to fill this book. That will probably be in a different episode, but this is episode 2 or part 2. So this is the journal that has been spoken for, and it is, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 pages. So, and that is front and back. So you got to multiply that by 2. So that is all your pages in that one. And I don't think it'll be too a bit of a chunky monkey. Like it is gonna, but we'll have a closure, and it's just gonna be a nice journal for someone to go. So I wanted to do that one. And then I thought, well, while I'm making one, I might as well make another one. And this is our regular, this one is 6 by, well, 6 1/4 by 9 1/4, I think. So this is the one that we have that will be available. Now this is, the signature here is not in order yet. I haven't even put any of the stamp period paper in it yet. So we will figure out a piece of the stamp period paper to go here at the front. And I like to do one for the center of the signature as well. So let me just show you what I have. Some cardstock, coffee dyed, another magazine, parchment paper, the vellum paper, which we might stamp on that or do something with that. Ledger paper, leaves. I think that was a cheap coloring book, but it's quite nice. So we'll probably do some stenciling on the back to cover some of that white space. This is a pretty image from a magazine, which I thought looked cute, and it'll be like this same thing again. We can either make a side tuck on the back of it or add another page, so we'll see how that goes. Coffee dyed music paper, beautiful magazine page, more coffee dyed. This little owl is so cute, of a coloring book. And this one I cut down and we'll make it into like a pocket. Construction paper, more of this printing paper that I couldn't cut down, so we'll just fold it out for some journaling space. A piece, oh, this is a book page that I just took out of the center of the signature that didn't have any writing on it. Coloring book page, more of the really vintage printing paper. A doily. This is lined paper, but when I coffee dyed it, you can barely see the blue lines. And then I thought, well, I'm going to add an Edith Holden page to this, so I didn't want to cut it, and I haven't cut it, but I may cut it down a little bit. So I just folded it back because there was no photo here. So I thought, well, we can make like a tuck. And I just thought that the center image was so pretty, but I don't know if I'll keep that as the center of the signature. And then I have a piece of that like deli paper that I thought looked kind of cool. But we'll add a couple pages of the stamp period paper to this as well. So that is what I've got so far for part 2. I didn't do it all on camera. I apologize. My sewing machine had the fits and we weren't speaking to each other for a few hours. So I'm gonna come back and do another video with some ephemera. I just wanted to show you too some ephemera I had been making. I have this. Isn't this pretty? It's a piece of vellum. Isn't that pretty? So I thought maybe I could use that in one of the books, like, well, not on this page, but like as a pocket. I just thought it was so beautiful on its own. I don't even really need to do anything to it. So that I would like to use. Also, remember I showed you these postcards. Well, these would be nice to go like that in the lace pocket at the front or back of the journal. I also had been making a few little envelopes out of different papers. Let me get myself organized. So I made this little wood duck envelope, which I thought was so cute. It has a little, I like it because this little head comes out. And I'm gonna decorate that. An Edith Holden crab apple, and I love how when I folded it down, it said crab apple, and a music sheet envelope. So we will decorate these up in our next video. We will also probably decorate up a few other elements with the paper that I have to add into the journals as well. So this is just a quick short video today. I'm sorry I didn't have enough time to make a longer one, but we will come back. I just wanted to show you that I am doing progress on this video. Like I said in the first one, I am not the fastest crafter. I have to squeeze it in when I can. So we'll come back and we'll finish this journal and this one together on camera. Everyone have a great day. Thanks for watching today. If you like and subscribe, I would be tickled pink. Have a good one. Bye.